2010, the country's homicide count stood at 94. To date, that figure stands at 51. And if that's not frightening enough, consider this. The highest number of murders recorded in a single month was 12. This past March, we saw 16. And up to airtime, there had been 8 murders in the month of May alone. On May 3rd, 22-year-old Nassau Village resident Mickey Musador was gunned down while standing outside an apartment complex with another man. 10 days later, 26-year-old Andrick Charles was killed. Police say the Joe Farrington Road resident and a relative were sitting in a red Honda Accord on Bulldog Alley, just off Gibbs Corner, when 2 men approached them. Charles was eventually fatally shot to the upper body. On May 16, 44-year-old father of 3 and Ministry of the Environment security guard Dwayne Cartwright was gunned down on Tony Williams-Darling Highway as he headed to the bank to make a deposit. The next 2 homicides were only hours apart. On May 23rd, both 26-year-old Cyril Strawn Jr. and 22-year-old Ahmad Babs had been killed during 2 separate incidents. 3 days later, 32-year-old Al Thorne Toot was slayed as he exited his business on Peardale and Balfour Avenue. And that brings us to this past weekend. On Saturday, 32-year-old Fidel Miller was shot multiple times through Palamas and Parker streets. The following day, 34-year-old Brent Sands was shot in the head during an altercation with another man on Wolf Road. Now, Prime Minister Hubert Ingraham said in his 2011-2012 budget debate contribution yesterday that the government will move to amend the Bail Act to reduce the number of violent offenders and accused persons out on bail who seek to do harm to others. He added that the less tolerant and accommodating Bahamians are of criminal enterprise and behavior, the more effective will the fight against crime be. Now, Prime Minister Ingraham also announced that he will make a national address on crime at a later date. For JCN News, I'm Sasha Lightborn.